bit jumpy here and there, but it should be much smoother than it was yesterday. Alright, where are we? I believe we're in Illusion. Are you lost? This is Hendler, the market area. You can find all... Yeah, okay. We did that. Hey, Triple J and Jung, how's it going? I think... Alright, so he came, he did the thing, he took the Ark, he gave it back. And now... I don't know? Were we supposed to return to Athlum, or... Where are you going, Rush? The Temple of... Oh, the Temple. That's right. Okay. Okay. So I know there's somewhere we're supposed to go specifically. Could not remember where it was. It was the Temple. Can't handle the 1080, 60. Okay, well that's good. Generally I record most things at 1080 and 60, but when I record and stream, it does slow the computer down a little bit with certain games that are a bit more intensive. And despite this being an older game, it's still intensive enough to slow things down. Forgive the visual sneeze while you didn't get the sound. What? You wish to go through these doors? Yeah, I do. The Marquis of Athlum? Well, I can hardly say no to your lordship. I will unlock the doors at once, as you should. But please refrain from telling anyone about this, my lord. Hello, Zanyard. Or Zanyar, we'll just go Zanyard Divine. Okay. Thank you for helping you through. Oh, well that's great. You can't watch this stream set. Oh, well I appreciate you stopping in and giving me some kind words. It's nice to hear. There's been I've been struggling a bit lately. I'm good again, but it is always nice to hear, and I appreciate that. I'll post a stream tonight after, just like I did last night's. So you'll always be able to keep up, and I appreciate the kind words. Alright, so far for what the game is about. Yeah. So essentially, it's a Square Enix game, so there's this big backstory, there's a lot of world, and stuff will be kind of given to you, like bit by bit, piece by piece, and you get to learn stuff. But essentially, we are Rush Sykes, and that's the guy that we are there. And our sister was taken. We were beat up, our sister was taken, and we were presumed to be dead, but we have this talisman that's magical or something. Our parents are special scientists, and they're these giant machines or things that are known as remnants. Most of them are weapons of some sort. And the remnants can be bound by specific people and used, but apparently there's a cost, but we don't know what that cost is, other than I guess the person eventually just gets drained of energy or something. I think that's what they've stated. And, well, we're trying to get our sister back. Our parents we're going to look for them right now. That's what we're doing right away. And we kind of wandered into a battlefield as Rush. And we met up with the Marquis, or the leader of... there's some Chimera. The Marquis, or the leader of Athlum, and he has taken a liking to us, and we're kind of part of his, like, little battle group. And that's roughly what the game's about so far. We don't really know much beyond that. I'm hitting all sorts of wrong buttons.
Hit him hard, hit him fast!
And all the combat, don't be afraid to die. What does that mean? Attack a strong enemy unit? I feel like we may be under-leveled, if that's what it's saying, but we'll see. All the combat is based off of unions battling other unions, or like groups battling other groups. So as you build up your groups, you can have up to 5 people in each group, and right now we can have up to 3 groups, but we can only have a total of 9 characters. So I only am running with 2 groups, one with 5 and one with 4. And then, well, you'll see. You'll see how it plays out. Alright, let's go with combat arts on the group that's real close to us. And let's go here. That's a terrible command to give. Don't be afraid to die. What? I'm very afraid to die. I don't want to die. Why are you telling me this? Alright, chain combo in. We get... Oh, that's it. So, Fury Blow. This should kill him. Alright.
What are you doing?
You, Blade Dancer. Double block, double stab. That was a lot of overkill, actually. We still had a lot to go. So essentially, we're trying to save our sister. There's this conqueror guy that walked into town. He wanted to become a new lord, and he is supposed to get a remnant
Tis
assigned
just a
to him.
wisp of a thing. These opponents are
And
not to be
he's
underestimated.
somewhat terrifying. We met him in the last episode. Probably. Could be. The thing I like about this, and some people will like it, some people will just be like, that just adds to the slowness of things, is I really do like the attack animations. I think they look kind of cool. So visually it looks nice. There are tactical battles versus just... I mean, it's still turn-based battles, right? But it's not like grid-based tactical turn-based or anything like Divinity Original Sin. But this has still got the JRPG feel, except you also now have the ability to do the critical triggers. So that allows you to press a certain button at a certain time. You saw it earlier, just flashing up on the screen. And essentially, you can chain your attacks together, like right there. So everybody will attack in order if you keep doing the chain, and then you'll also get like bonus things unlocked.
I know I'm good.
There's still
so Double Strike
plenty
2,
of power
Splitter
left
2,
in these old bones.
and all these level up. Blade Dancer, Emma learned. So it's good stuff all around. I like it, but yeah, the Colonel doesn't like JRPGs in general. I actually do like them. I do like them a lot. But I also like the same things that he likes as well, as far as tactical turn-based strategy. That's not a JRPG. So, like,
Let's do this.
I like it all. He likes a very small amount. So. But of the JRPGs, this is one that hasn't gotten a lot of love, we'll say. And
Come on, let's kick
I've
some
played
ass.
it multiple times, never quite beat it, so I'm going to go through and finish. Oh, fat finger the A button. Darn it. I'm going to go through and I'm going to finish it. And you guys are going to all bear witness. Now I'm completely off my game here. That's okay. We got
Sweet.
through.
Son of a... I need the other
Ooh.
one. The other
Emma's
one.
longsword and her armor got strengthened there. That's good. The only issue, and I've said this like every episode, and I'm sorry, but this is for anyone who hasn't heard it yet. The only issue I have with the game or the title is there's a lot of stuff that just happens in the background that you don't get to understand about, as far as like stats and like commerce points. Somebody was telling me about. I think it was Triple J yesterday. Was telling me about commerce points, which is basically a way to unlock additional items and stuff from vendors and all sorts of things. So there's a lot of like hidden things that you get and you do just through playing the game that you don't really understand what it does. Each character has a specific extra stat, and there's no indication as to what all those stats are in the game. And you can look up some of them, but not all of them. So it's... I wish there was some more transparency. That's the big one. Yeah, let's go with this. And... combat
We
arts
shall
as well.
stop them here.
Alright, Emma done got bit. Big hit, knee splitter coming out.
Good.
Chain that, and this is gonna be their death. My camera's blurry. My camera's always kind of crappy. My wife got the camera, didn't really do any research. She just thought it was gonna be a good idea at some point. So she got the camera for me, but there was no research. So the camera is not the best quality camera. If it's any more blurry than normal, I don't know what to tell you. No.
How you like that?
There we go through it. It could be when I turn my head or something, or the lighting changes, it could just go out of focus. Like, the camera quality is not great. It is
Tis
what it
just
is,
a
right?
wisp of a thing.
Well, let's go with Mr. Darts. We'll slaughter them. This will probably do almost all the damage that we need. Yep. And that's it.
Weak.
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
Capture the past. Yeah, the game's a bit loud. Let's see if I can't... Well, I've been having some issues. Oh, I see what my issue is. Sorry. One of my my dials was turned down a little bit. I was wondering why I was having a hard time. Is my voice a little bit better now? I can also project a bit louder if need be. But it should be a little bit louder now. I just don't want to peak. That's been one of the issues since switching to Windows 10 and my graphics card, my sound card. My microphone will peak and distort like crazy at times. So I got to be careful because I don't want that to happen. Ah, good. Okay, so I apologize. It was my fault. I think I turned it down to cough or sneeze or something on the Colonel stream. Or not stream, but our Divinity Original Sin recording, and yeah, I never turned it back up. Not great. Alright, we'll go with light combat arts. I mean, these are all kind of easy battles right now, which is good because I was worried that we were going to get slaughtered. So I'll take the easy fights. I'm not sure why our morale is so low. Maybe these things are just a higher level than we are. But we have, like, really solid... Ooh, acid burn. We have really solid characters and just unions, having a 5 and a 4, that it's making up for it. There we go, we finally got to see Loki do some cool stuff there. Alright, oh, Loki's getting chewed on. Interference. And boom. And trigger. And the magic missile, probably not enough? Oh, it was.
Tis just a wisp of
Keep your HP up and back them up. Alright, this should be fine. Stab, smash, blade dancer. And that's it. We didn't have to keep our HP up. Double standby.
Sweet!
Ooh, McGrady learned Restore 2. Spark 2 was learned.
Brilliant.
Magic Missile 2 was learned. Cool. Those are all good things. Yep. That's no problem, Triple J. Like I said, I'll be posting these. I'll be diligent to make sure I do post these every day. So at worst, it'll be maybe 12 to like 16 hours or something like that between when I actually do the stream and then I upload it onto YouTube. So it should give you enough time to go and watch it before the next stream goes live. Unfortunately, today I had to pass up on going to dinner with my wife and her father because of all of you guys, which is fine. I don't mind. It just sucks because I'm sitting there going, I don't really have a free night anymore with the streaming and everything else. So I really hope that, you know, YouTube picks up because it's in like an abysmal shape right now, the channel, and that maybe streaming becomes a bit more successful. I'll be an affiliate tomorrow, I think, unless there's a processing time through Twitch. Tonight, before my wife goes to bed, I'm going to have her help me with whatever the paperwork is I need. Because chances are we'll probably just fill it out through her name or what have you. Because she has the information that I probably don't have, so it will be fine. And then I don't know if that enables a subscribe button or just the ability to cheer with bits. Again, I think it's all kind of a little bit silly, but if people want to do it, I won't stop them.
Tis just a wisp of a
Just gonna act wisely. These guys are actually quite powerful. For what we versus what we've been fighting, these things are a little bit stronger. Thunderclap. Ooh, you learned a new skill. Go, Pagus. And do we get a restore? No, no restore. Oh, the dodge and the counter and the kill. Beautiful.
You want to play?
Okay. Nope. We're not that hurt. We can just fight them straight up. So yeah, I was sitting there going, oh, we could just do that, you know, like the dinner thing. We could just do that Monday. I'm like, no, I stream on Monday. We could do it I work on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I stream on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Power left in these
it's like, So anyway, ideally, you know, things will work out by the November 2nd or whatever it is deadline that we've set. Roughly the year setting. And if we're in a position where I'm hoping to be by that point, theoretically, things will be pretty good because, well, I'll be able to do this full time, which is great, by the by. And on top of that, maybe I won't have to work at the movie theater anymore at that point. While I don't mind working at the movie theater, it'd just be nice to be able to set my own schedule again. I do miss that thing. Like, movie theater's fine. It's good. It pays decently. I've got no complaints or problems there. It's just, you're locked into doing that versus doing something that you really, really love. You know, there's a different... Whoa, that's a large bug. Hello.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Final Fantasy, one of the old ones on mobile. Ah. I don't know. They're fun. They can be. Oh, I'm almost done beating Final Fantasy 1, which I think is also 3 or something. I don't know. Basically, I'm playing Final Fantasy Origins, and I'm almost through the first game of the Final Fantasy series. Then I'll play 2, and then I have 3 through 13, maybe? Like, so I don't have 12, 7, or 8, but I have all the others 3 through pretty much 13. And I'll get those other ones once I get to that point. But I'm going to try to play through the entire Final Fantasy series. However, that's not something I think I could really cover without it getting to be too tedious. So, it's a bit unfortunate on that front. But apparently the storylines are fantastic. Some of the best writing in JRPGs and everything else. So I'm looking forward to checking them all out. Playing it now. Again, the original one, super basic. There's a story, but there's a limitation to like the hardware and what they could accomplish. So for its time and what it did, it's pretty good. But by today's standards, it's not so wonderful. However, I believe that was the whole naming behind Final Fantasy. Man, these things are really tough. They are defending though. So that is definitely a thing. The whole naming behind Final Fantasy was the guy, and I don't remember what his name is now, so I apologize. I'm sure some people know. But he had made several games, and none of them really took off. None of them kind of carried through. So his last gambit, his last hope, his last game he was going to make, it was either he was all in, it was either a success or a failure, was Final Fantasy. That was his final attempt. And it turned out that it became very successful, very popular, and it spawned all the Final Fantasy since then. So that's kind of cool. Keep your HP up, boys. I did. I actually, oops. I like the Phantasy Star games as well. There's a lot of games that I have played that I never finished, and I believe that's another one. I played 2, 3, and 4, maybe? And I played a tiny bit of 1.
Sweet!
I think that's how it went.
I need the other one.
Ooh, expert fighter. Nice. Alright, the land insecta carapace goes to Veronica. Alright. Yeah, Phantasy Star games were a lot of fun. I remember 2 the best. That's the one I played a lot. I may have beaten it, but I don't think I did. I know I got pretty far into it and I sunk tons of hours. Back in the day, I had the Sega channel. I don't know if anybody even knows what that is. I mean, most of my audience is a bit younger than I am. That's not true. A lot of my audience is about the same age as me, but there are younger people amongst those, or they're at the younger demographic that's still in that age group. So some of them might have missed the Sega channel. It was only around for a few years, and it was a very interesting and unique thing. But it was really cool. I loved it. And basically, I got to play a lot of that, a lot of those JRPGs. That's where I first played Shining Force, I believe it was, and a bunch of other stuff through the Sega channel. And I just basically, you connected this thing that connected to your cable that went into your Sega Genesis and basically allowed you to have access to all these different games and stuff. Each month it would change. If there was a particular game that you liked and you didn't want it to change and like reset your save and all that, you would just leave it on and you wouldn't reset the thing and go back to like the operating system window. So it was pretty sweet. It scared you? I don't remember it being super scary.
Keep them off
Or scary at all, really. But
them.
I had played many of those type of titles.
We shall stop
So
them here.
what part was scary? I'm curious. And do you remember which Final Fantasy, or sorry, Phantasy Star it was?
Sweet!
I
The
must
glory of
grow
Athlum.
stronger.
Wow, Spark 3 and yeah, we're learning a lot of new skills. This is actually going quite well. I'm not positive as to why Lord David's group is not using more. I'm going to try maybe changing the formation again here. That improves Mystic defensive lead ranks. No. Attack a front line and defense. I'll try it. And I think I'm going to go with David.
my best.
And then I'm going to go with Emma. Then Blochter. Torgal. See if that changes. Basically, they're not using a lot of their combat arts, and it's bothering me. Like, they do more Mystic arts, and they're not even good at Mystic arts. They're way better at combat arts, but they're not using them, and I don't understand why. Are you going to be going for the optional Revenant unlocks? I don't know what that is, so maybe. What does that mean? Just so you can, like, I played this a lot, but I've never beaten it, and I don't think I've made it past even halfway through the game. If I recall, the farthest I ever got was, I want to say I beat the Conqueror, but I don't even know if I did that. And then I was at some, like, lava town, maybe, or a volcano or something. That's about all I can remember. And I don't know much about having got to that point.
Let's do this.
Something about a princess. A combination of always dying and not understanding English. Ah, that would definitely make it difficult. Yeah, those games are rough. They had, very, well, like most of the games of that type, they had very specific areas that you could actually move within, and then if you move just slightly, here we go. Combat arts have already changed. We got better right now. So that switch out made it much better. But you would go just outside the area, and then all of a sudden you'd be fighting things that were way, way more powerful. And I do recall Phantasy Star being very, very much like that. Like, you would go, like, 3 steps over into a new area, and you'd be fighting something 10 levels higher, and you're like, whoa, what just happened? So yeah, all the older games like that, they were very, very grind-heavy. You'd go out, and you would actually spend the time to get another level, and you would spend the time to get the different equipment and stuff that you needed. And then you would get, like, really good armor, a really good weapon, usually always weapons with me. And then you would go out and you'd actually have the damage to kill stuff. Another one was Dragon Warrior. That was one of my favorite games way back in the day. It was a very long one. Very grindy. If I play it now, I have to play it on an emulator. And I have to have a turbo mode activated. All those games like that now, if there's not a turbo mode, it just kills me. It hurts me to play them. Alright, so he obtained an Oma's morsel, which basically he eats, giving him one more dig chance, and it refreshes his dig stuff. I wish I would have known that was that. I could have actually saved that. You unlock some summons for a few characters, and there's at least one that you get from side quests. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Hetzer. I'm down for whatever. Like, I don't really have a 100% clear plan. So if you're here and you're able to, I stream on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. At various different times. Well, 2 at the same time. So this time, today, and tomorrow, and then 2 hours later, yesterday, basically. If you can give me some sort of direction to go that route, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Later.
I know there's certain, like, large creatures and boss monsters that are like jobs for the guild. So those I'm definitely gonna attempt to chase down, track, and kill eventually. I don't know how strong this moth is. I'm gonna try to tag that, and this guy, this may be a huge mistake, though. I didn't know there were summons in this game. That's actually pretty cool. There's summons in a lot of Final Fantasy games, but I didn't know there were any here. Oh, good combat arts. Aw, you have poopy combat arts again. Aw. Okay, a little bit better there. But you're gonna get tied in with this guy. Let's go with combat arts.
We shall stop them here.
Demo. Skill trigger. Like, I can see myself getting to the point, or people getting agitated enough for me to turn on turbo mode in this game, too. Just to speed through these battles. Like, right now, I still love it. I enjoy playing it, but it definitely does slow the game down. And while the combat, to me, I still enjoy it, it's not the most compelling thing, so I can see people wanting that. Ooh, double strike. Uh-oh. We didn't quite finish them. Huh. Ooh, we're flanked. Okay, definitely. Okay, we have to keep our health up on the next group.
Tis just a wisp of a thing.
Keep HP up, and I don't even really remember them doing anything, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll act wisely, why not?
We're counting on you.
Hey, Antros. Summons is the way to win. Yeah, we're finding that out in, oh, what is it? One of the things that we ran into a problem with in Divinity Original Sin 2. We have to fight a group of people blindfolded. Summons is the way to win that one, too. Pets are love, pets are life. So when you played World of Warcraft, did you play like a hunter or warlock or something along those lines?
How you doing?
Yeah, and the other part that I also enjoy is it's not a fast-paced game. I have to pay attention a little bit for the critical triggers. But short of that, I mean, I can... Oh, here we go. Let's check this out. Crush them with Ex Machina. So Dave, well, if we don't murder the group outright, which we probably will. This is another thing I don't quite understand or get. I know we build up the little M. If you look at the bottom left corner there, you should be able to see it, yeah. There's a little M next to our boy. And it slowly fills up. Once it fills up, you get to use special abilities like this. And you just pretty much annihilate things, or do at least massive damage. I don't know how we build that up, how we keep track of that.
I need the other one. The other one.
And I don't know if there's a way to not use that skill, because I think if you skip the skill when it comes up, you can't use it. Doesn't like stay for the next time you need it. So it's kind of a, I don't know. Oh gosh, I couldn't figure out where that was. Is that just above?
You can learn the enemy's moves without absorbing them.
Primary a paladin, secondary a druid. Yeah, I was a primary druid. I think my secondary was a priest. Oh! Countered! Wrecked! I love countering in this game, it's so good. Alright, keep your HP up, and back them up.
Good.
Having one pet doesn't... You know, hunters now, they get like 3 pets or something like that? It's weird. Restore. The system this uses for summoning is a little janky. David, for instance, can use this escape. Oh, that kind of summon. Oh, okay. So like remnants. Okay. So how do you track, do you know how to track the magic thing? Like, I don't understand how that works. There's a lot of little things. Like right now, he's already almost back to that same point where he can use the Ex Machina or the Gay Bulge, for instance. Whereas Rush's thing isn't moving at all. Is that based off of mystic attacks? Like, I don't know how... See? He can do it again. I don't get it. I know you need enough AP to do it. So if we don't use it, what happens? Like, I'm not going to use it this time. Let's just see what happens. We knocked that guy out. And... Spark? Oh, too fast. Bad Bumpy is bad. Spark 2, and a good block from him. Alright, cut you down.
Sweet!
Excellent.
Oh, his weapon increased again too. Nice. Did we capture any last time? I don't know. There's still a lot of things in this game that I don't know how to work out, like getting certain parts. We'll take a look at this, and maybe somebody can help me with this too. Let's see here. It's not really you. Let's just check Balson here. He needs iron ore, land worm talons, and that's actually too complicated. Hold on. Let's see. Give me something that's a little less ridiculous. Okay, so this is his inventory. These are the things that he needs to upgrade his weapons, I think is what they say. But he gets these, and I don't know. Like, can we give them to him? It's like there's times that they ask for it, but then there's times where we have stuff.
What are you looking at?
Let's see here. Like the Chimera Husk. This is the one I was thinking about. Alright, so he needs Chimera Husk, right? So we go over here to our inventory. We go to components. Fairly sure. Yeah, we have 3 Chimera Husk. But we can't do anything with them, and he can't ask us for that, or he doesn't ask us for it. Why is that a thing? Can you only get this stuff in combat? And there's things that you can't get in combat. It's just one of those things that really, it's not clear, and it bothers me. Because I don't know what to do with it. Or how it works. The chance to use them is random, but the higher your morale, the higher the chance of the option coming up. Is that M thing? Is that morale? Is that what that bar is? Because, like, we have the morale bar at the top, but there's no other indication as to what that little M bar is. So is that maybe individual group morale? Might be the case.
The best defense is a good offense.
It's like right now our morale is in the toilet. Well, alright, yeah, let me keep a track. See, that right there is probably going to be amazingly helpful to me. We're going to cut off their leader. Let's see what happens here.
Come on, let's kick some A.
Alright, so deadlock, so that's an even trade. I imagine our morale boosts as we do these critical triggers. It is boosting while we're doing the critical triggers. And we're actually near the top, so if we get to go again, technically he might actually have it. Oh, that's cool, man. Well, thank you for that. See, there's a million tons of information that I can spend hours looking up, but until you really see it in practical use, doing things, it becomes really difficult to apply it. So, like, if you have a question, you look up the answer, and then it's fine. But if you don't know the question to ask, you're just like, what? Like, I didn't know Triple J was telling me about commerce points. There's nothing in here that indicates commerce points. See, we just got a flank attack on us now, though, so it lowered our morale back. Okay, that makes sense. Cool, so that's what that gauge
It's just
is.
a
I
wisp
like
of a
that.
thing.
Mystic Arts. Yeah, sure.
We're counting on you.
Restore to verb 3. Alright, see if we can't change. We won't be able to kill him, most likely. I don't know, we have 4 people. And he just unlocked a skill that he wasn't supposed to have, so yeah, we will. The Pegasus is just like, meh. Thing bit you in the tail, man. Doesn't that hurt?
We've caught them off guard.
Spark.
Finish it.
Well, that was fast. That was pretty quick, too. And Magic Missile 2. Good day.
I know I'm good.
Alright,
hope I've grown stronger than
Crossbreaker.
before.
Okay, Crossbreak's good. And a whole bunch of... See, Emma has the love stat. What the heck is that? There's no indication. You can't see. I'm gonna break this one apart. And then oddly, the characters will be like, oh, I need some of this. Could we go there and find some? So you go to take them to the place, and they still don't take the items that you get. So I don't know. There's lots of little weird, quirky things. I just wish the game was a bit more straightforward with information and stuff. Oh, it is much better at 30 FPS. Oh my gosh, so much better. Though that was like a little bit mind-melting there. Oh, that spin. That was not good for my head. Okay. Back into the strange gas, which is going to make us go exceptionally slow. I think there's some bugs over here. Yeah, I heard skittering. Sup, gas?
Let's do this.
Yeah, Paladins were okay. They weren't my favorite. They're actually, I think, the last thing that I played. Turbo mode on. I don't want to turn it on. Okay. So the last thing I played was a Retribution Paladin for a little bit.
We shall stop
But
them
no,
here.
the Druid was the one that clicked with me the most. I started off playing a Rogue in World of Warcraft. It was okay, but it wasn't... I wasn't in love with it. And then I ended up hating the Rogue after I played the Druid. This is back like in the original iteration of World of Warcraft, or Vanilla for those of you scoring at home, where things were not as, I don't know if I want to say easy or what the case is, but like a Druid could like shapeshift out of this and that, and fights weren't done in like a half a second, and there was a lot of like you could run away and heal and then come back in. There was a lot of stuff you could do. And I saw somebody playing a Druid, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was so amazing to watch. Like, they killed like 4 of us, same level as them, over and over again. And we just couldn't keep up with it. It was amazing. And it wasn't like max level either. So, yeah, I found a new love for the Druid. I played around with it, and I absolutely loved everything about it. So, it was really cool. And then they worked the Druids into being able to become amazing tanks and all sorts of other stuff. So, it was good. Very enjoyable experience overall.
Here it comes.
I played it for a while in Vanilla, then I played Burning Crusade, which was, I think, the first expansion. And to me, that was still the pinnacle of World of Warcraft. Wrath of the Lich King was a little bit worse, but it wasn't terrible. It was still okay, but it was like, alright, I see this is going to be a downward slope. Hopefully they'll fix it, and they never really did. It's been getting progressively worse with every iteration. There were some cool, like, return to form spots here and there that I have played, but overall, it's still not as good as it was at Burning Crusade. Most people will, well, not most people, but a lot of people will say that Vanilla was the best. I actually think Vanilla
Okay,
was a good
later.
starting point, but they didn't nail it until... Aw, you failed me, Dig Boy. They didn't nail it until Burning Crusade. Shadow Priest for the win. Nice. Shadow Priest is alright. I think I was one of the few people who actually still played as a Holy Priest. Most people were at that point playing as Disciple. I think it was Discipline. They were playing as a Discipline Priest or a Shadow Priest. And I also have a dislike for Shadow Priests, by the way. The first time I raided Karazhan, or whatever it was called, Kara, the 10-man raid, that I ran the raid myself when we accomplished it, we defeated the Prince and all that stuff. It dropped the tier 4 hat for me, and a Shadow Priest who quit the game literally like 3 days later, or just stopped playing that character, won the role over me as the main tank. And I never got, in Burning Crusade, I never got a thing that was at least as good as the tier 4 hat. I had some reputation hat, and that was the one piece of gear I could never get. It was like a comedy act. No matter what, it would never drop for me. It was just, it was awful. And I ran Kara at least, without exaggerating, probably 30 to 50 times. I want to say it was more than that, but I'm being conservative with the 30 to 50. It never dropped again. Ever. I was so angry. It was the worst.
Hit him hard, hit him fast.
I think WoW was the worst grinding in any game. You're a fan of... Yeah, Warframe is a pretty good one. I like it too. But yeah, there's a lot of grinding in that. It does get old. And yes, WoW had a ton of grinding. My thoughts on I made it known throughout the galaxy. I made it known for many years now. I think MMOs in general are both the greatest and worst things that can happen to, or in gaming, I guess.
How you doing?
Essentially, it's a game that you can continually go back to, putting more time, more energy, more effort into, and it rewards you for the time, energy, and effort you put into it. You can keep playing it, there's always something to do. I mean, it's really good. However, to stay relevant, to do endgame content, whatever the case is, you have to put time in. You have to spend hours and hours and hours grinding materials for potions or whatever the case is. And then, you know, staying up on everything, learning strategies. It doesn't leave you time to do really any other games if you want to be at a higher level in those. We won't fall. Well, we might actually. Depends on how quickly we act next.
Tis just a wisp of a thing.
In theory, we will throw the restorative herb first. If not, I think it'll be okay, even still.
Keep it
Yep,
together.
we should be fine.
Thank you kindly.
And we'll also have more healing coming down the road, too. Not sure I wanted you to use that, but here comes Restore 2, and then Fagus is going to do something here. Oh, we even killed the whole group. That was amazing.
Wanna play?
Yeah, I wouldn't even want to play that, Hetzer. I mean,
Attack them from that flank.
if they released a Burning Crusade one, I would play that. But just vanilla WoW, like, it had its moments, and like I said, it was good for its time, but I definitely felt it was lacking in many things. And they fixed all this. See, there we go with the morale. Okay, so it is based off of high enough morale and having enough AP. Okay, cool. I'm so happy I learned this. Thank you. Alright, let's see here. But yeah, Burning Crusade just fixed so much, because there was no tanking short of warriors in vanilla.
I know I'm good.
Bears could tank, but not really. It was never really done. I was one of the few people who ever actually did it, and that was much to everyone else not wanting me to. Paladins couldn't tank back then, and then Burning Crusade came out with the 3 tanks, and they were all very specialized, and they had their unique strengths, and they were different from one another. A warrior had more blocking and parrying and stuff, and he could main tank most things quite well. Anything that had to do with AoE tanking, the Paladin was a master. The Druid did really well at AoE tanking as well, but not with less targets. But he still did well compared to the Warrior. And he was, in my opinion, the better tank than the Warrior for most things, because had a much higher health pool, much higher armor, and while didn't have the combination of dodge and parry, The dodge was almost as high as the warrior, but not quite. So the warrior took less hits, but the warrior got hit harder. So it was always easier to heal something that takes less damage and has a bigger health pool than something that got hit slightly less often. Say the parrying and dodging didn't work, and then all of a sudden and maybe blocking's thrown in there, I don't know. He all of a sudden gets hit 3 times in a row. A druid would survive that, a warrior might not. So it was just a little bit easier overall, in my opinion. And they pulled single target aggro quite a bit higher than the warriors did. I don't know. I'm of course partial to druids in general, but then they changed everything, and now everything is just a big AoE fest. Everybody has the ability to tank everything in AoE. There's no more marking or pooling or any skill compared to what it was like. And then vanilla WoW fans are always like, oh, vanilla WoW was great, you had to have the 40-man raids, and it was really, really hard. And, yeah, I don't know. That's just me.
Keep them off balance and crush them!
Yeah, and chances are they will probably only release, like, probably just going to be 1 to start with, and if there's interest, they'll probably throw out more junk. That's usually what they would do with stuff like that. A lot of times they'll even do, like, a public test server, and then if it actually gets traction, then they'll go with it from there.
Come on, let's kick some A.
Grah!
Aw, I totally missed.
How you like
Too
that?
shabby.
Thunderclap. Dang it. Look at Paga's doing all the work. He's just like, yeah, you know, I'm a mystical mage. I'm this old little weird frog monster man, and I can cast spells, but just gonna do melee stuff and do combat arts. It's fine. Wow, guys, miss much? Like on both sides there. What was that? And we still killed him. Great.
Tis just a wisp of a thing.
So how you feeling today, Antros? You feeling any better? What are we doing here? This doesn't matter. I'm just gonna act wisely and back him up. That was the wrong time to look away. It's okay. I heard the sound and I'm like, ooh, I should be looking at the screen.
Attack them from their flank!
I saw you were playing something earlier. It was like garden battles or something. I don't know what it was. It was some sort of bug RTS looking game. What was that like?
I know I'm good.
I must grow stronger.
Gluttony is
I feel
increased.
stronger than before!
Hey, expert freelancer. Good job, Emma. 4 wins. That's fun. Is it an RTS? Like, I just took a quick glance at what the game looked like. It looked like an RTS, but I don't know for sure. Oh, a bit more like Dungeon Keeper. Okay. Which is still kind of an RTS in some ways. Alright, we might get that Chimera Husk the dude was asking for here in a minute. Because if you guys didn't know, that's clearly the epitome of a Chimera. I mean, it looks exactly like one, right? No? Yeah, I didn't think so either. But hey, it's their own world. They can call it whatever they like.
Let's do this!
Keep
Let's
them
do
off
this.
balance and crush them!
Is there 2 groups? There are 2 groups. Okay. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. I don't know which one I'm attacking now. Oh, I guess we'll go with Mystic Arts on this one.
We shall stop them here!
We shall stop them here.
Mystic power!
Nice. Magic Missile will not finish them. Ooh, it's close though.
Smash them from the sides!
Ooh, we get a flank attack? Very nice. And you're dead. Nope, now you're dead. Still no. Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking. Clearly they're gonna survive this attack. Our morale only goes down slightly when we get attacked too. As long as we're not getting flanked. That's interesting. You would think that if we blocked or dodged, our morale would go up. Sorry, I'm just staring at the morale meter there. It's really high. Oh. Stop doing that, I'm not paying attention. Oh, it's a King Chimera's group. Okay. Oh, we got Ex Machina again coming up. Play by ear. Crush them. Oh, I know. But there's specific animals it's supposed to be a combination of, and those aren't it. But it's all right. Like I said, it's totally okay. I don't mind them having their own unique take.
There's still plenty of power left in these old
Just like
bones.
their manticores don't look anything like a manticore would that we've seen. Alright, so if I break this, the Chimera husk comes out. Will they ask for it? See, he just still didn't ask for it. How do I get these items to my people? Ah, that's very frustrating.
Come on out.
That's something I'm probably going to have to look up, because like I said, I don't know how to get the items that people are asking to them
Awesome.
unless they request it.
Yes.
And we have some of those things. Alright, our power has been gained. Bow before its amateur power. Sweet, we
Okay,
learned Drill
later.
Storm. Cool. Okay. So we came in that way and we're going through this way now. Go, Rush, go! Oh. Well, we have some more chances of chimeras and stuff. Let's go with the double. Not the triple.
Let's do this.
I did. I played it for actually quite a bit, young, and it was good. I enjoyed it, but it did get to the point where it was just too repetitive. But no, I played it a lot. I played it for probably. It was like in I think 2013. I played it for like almost nonstop for several days. Not nonstop, but I mean,
Come
I
on,
played it
let's
quite a
kick
bit.
some ass.
And Splooch played it, and it was fun. Like I enjoyed it. Shooting was good and everything else, but again, there were a lot of things that you did have to grind to get, and then I was trying to get the Paris before they give you like 18 different Parises, so the bow. I was trying to unlock the Paris Prime, and you had to get like one part of it, like the upper limb or something, and everybody else was able to get it, but the 7,000 times I ran the stupid mission to get it, it never dropped. It drove me nuts. But eventually I just stopped playing. Like I said, it just became too repetitive. It was enjoyable, but I heard they've added a whole bunch of stuff, and I've tried it out a little bit, but I didn't really have anyone else I was playing with, so it was a little bit less fun on that front. But again, I don't usually have a whole lot of extra time to do things anyway, so it was more of a, oh, that was kind of fun. I enjoyed that. You know, if I ever have free time, I can see me playing it a bit more, but to be honest, there's not a lot. I don't even get to play Dota very often anymore. I played 2 matches yesterday. I actually enjoyed that. Even though I lost horribly both times. It was still somewhat enjoyable. Yeah, the first game,
Watch and
pretty bad. Second game, we should have won, but we
There's
just
still
didn't.
plenty
I don't
of
know.
power left in
We
these
slaughtered
old
them in the...
bones.
they drafted well. I guess that's the best I can say. They did a really decent job of drafting. Essentially, we had no stuns. All we had were slows, which were fine, except they had Stampede from Centaur. So every time we would go to initiate, we would get all our stuff on them, slow them down, they would just run away. And then they would come back in after all of our ults wore off, they were healed up. So they outplayed us quite well, and they outdrafted us too. Like, we even had a Medusa, and our Medusa was one of the people I didn't know, and she was absolutely awful. As she would always wait till they would stampede, and then as they were running away, facing away from her, she would pop her ult. She did it like 4 times minimum. And man, that was frustrating, because that could have been a game changer if she did it at the right time. But again, they just played well. So, while we crushed them in the early game, we just weren't designed well enough to finish it. Ah. Yeah, I heard it's gotten easier to farm. There's a lot more weapons, and I think they even start you with a version of Paris too, so you could actually start off with a bow, which was pretty neat. At least I thought it was. Combat Arts, slaughter these guys. Well, I guess that's fine.
Very nice.
Very nice. Thank you, Pagus. You gonna heal us? Yeah, get that Restore 2 going.
Thank you.
Haggis, you can heal too, buddy. Don't just leave it up to somebody else.
Prepare yourself.
There it is. Yeah, the open world, I played around in it a little bit, but again, if you're alone, it's a little less fun. I'd definitely be cool with 4 people. Or at least cooler. I tried doing several missions. I couldn't quite do any of them. Well, that sucks. We haven't managed to get any Chimera Husks just by themselves. It's always been part of splitting a monster. Well, that sucks. Alright, let's go back in to the next door. Let us see where this... Oh, good, we're near the end of the thing, which means I should save before I do something stupid enough to go back. We've gained 3 battle ranks. That's good. And, you know, this is inside of a temple. Why are there this many creatures here that we have to fight our way through? Now, this is supposed to be where the souls go to rest or something, and it's, like, attached to... I don't know. Seems very weird. And they're guarding the, like, entry point, so... Again, why are there so many? Let's do the big fight here.
Let's do this. Brilliant, yeah!
Oh, that's actually gonna really kill our morale. It's not gonna go well. It's gonna go quite poorly, I imagine.
We shall stop them here.
Hang in there!
Yep. Well, most games are more fun with multiple people. I dare say all, but yeah, I'm sure there's a few that probably are less fun. There's certain games I like to be able to take my time with more, or just enjoy the story or what have you. And I think having extra people would just take away from that. But it's designed to be a multiplayer game, so obviously that is not one of them. We've done almost no damage to these guys. We're going to get double strike if need be. Ah, there we go. Finish it with a blade dance. I like the fact that you can do multiple things with the rush too, as far as in this game. You have multiple ways you can, like different item builds and stuff you can do.
Let's bust some heads.
As far as right now, I have dual wielding weapons. You can go with a one hand and a sword. You can go with just a one-handed sword and like a power grip. I'm sure there's other weapons you can get too. Maybe staves and go more magic. I'm not sure that he can use those. Big two-handed weapons, I would assume he could probably use. I'm not sure that he has the capacity. But I like the dual wielding. Like that seems to be one of the cooler choices. So that's what I'm going with. I did play around a little bit with the sword and board, and I did not like it. Rush did like no damage, and right now I feel like he's one of the higher damaging characters that we have. So definitely more this side. So yeah, when we fight this many different groups, it's not great for us morale-wise. Actually, our morale is dangerously low on some of our folks. And doing somewhat okay on the others. I think the flashing means that we're more inclined to lose morale than we are to gain it. Because the morale gauge at the top is so low. He actually grinned. I caught that. That's funny. Loki like looked down. He's like, ah! That's pretty good. Come on, give me some skill triggers so I can fail. There it is. Thank you. No, don't get blocked. I mean, I know your name's Blockter, but that's not what that's supposed to mean. Keep your HP up. Keep your HP up. We'll weather the storm.
Are you alright?
Some fun stuff today in Divinity Original Sin 2. I really like that game. It's fantastic. They did such a good job, but they did something terrible in one part of it, and I don't like it. And I can explain it to you guys because you won't see it. Basically, we lost an entire episode because of this thing that happened, and it sucked. And essentially, what it was is there's this person that we come across that's got a bunch of spells going. Like, I think they're either spells that aren't in the game. The Colonel made mention of this, and it's possible, or they're like higher level spells. And essentially, there's like portals opening and lightning shooting out of them. And there's like a static cloud all around, which a static cloud's normal, and there's fire on the ground and all this sorts of stuff. But there's lightning things that are opening up and striking. Well, we were in a battle, and I was standing over something. I jumped on like some poison or whatever, and I was fighting this person. And everything would have been fine, except those lightning bolts that were just part of what was going on actually started hitting me while I was in combat in a turn. So the longer it took us to take turns, the more they hit me, and they eventually burned through all my magic armor, shocked me, and then stunned me, and then killed me. And it was just the worst. I'm like, what? That's not how this works. What is that? I was so unhappy. So yeah, we lost the whole episode because of that. Items for your party. Anything not dropped by monsters, your party members will clone them if you have some in your inventory after a few battles. This includes most ores and alloys. Okay, cool. Thus, this makes some upgrades really easy, since having them needs like 2 ores plus 1 monster drop. So you only have to find the drop. They also clone anything you get from mining, splitting, or... Ah, thank you! See? This is stuff that they don't tell you, and I wish they would. That's very helpful, Triple J. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff I could look up. I just have to have the question in my mind and then go look up the information. It's out there, but why is it not included in the game? That I don't understand. And how do the people that have those answers figure out the answers? That's another thing I don't get. I don't understand how they got those answers. They will upgrade on their own at a certain battle rank thresholds, okay, but only to a certain point. If you want the best weapons for your allies, you have to track down what they want, okay? One thing, do not buy components from shops for your allies, as they will not take them. They will only take components from enemy drops, splits, harvest points, and treasures. Okay. Well, there we go. There's our answer, folks. Crush him, Dave. Chances are we'll kill the group before you get a chance to crush him, but it was a good try, buddy. Dead. Nope, not dead. Now you're dead. That was some overkill. 4,000 damage off of that.
Sweet!
I know I'm good.
Son of a... I need
Cool,
the
we got
other
double
one.
strike
The
2.
other one.
That was a lot of upgrades there. So they clone them. So if I go now and I check the husks on Pagus, he should have that, according to the info you just handed me there. And you're right, he does. So how many do they need? Does it tell us that? Or we just keep getting them the stuff until they... Alright, that's cool. Well, that makes everything much, much better. There are certain things that they specifically ask for, or like, when you loot them in battle... Oh. Oh god. They didn't actually... Okay. We'll do this one a little bit safer. That last one was a little bit risky. So what we'll do is we'll try to trigger 2 with our time lapse thing, or slowing time ability.
Awesome!
Rough siltstone and withered parchment.
Okay, later.
And then we'll do the next 2. Also, that was my last dig point, so no more worries on that front.
Let's do this!
We'll split the battle. There's no reason to go up against all 4 if we're questioning our ability
Hit
to
'em
survive.
hard, hit 'em fast.
Alright. I think we'll go with Mystic Arts. We don't do that often with our boy, and I think I'd like to keep him... I like to keep him kind of balanced down the middle. Okay. Do that. Fury Blow 2. Oh, didn't finish him. Oh, it basically allows us to get close enough to tag monsters, and then when we hit the battle engage thing, it pulls us into battle. So we can tag up to as many monsters are in the area, or we can specifically only tag certain ones. And only the ones that are tagged go into combat when we trigger the let's go thing, where the big circle appears around us. So that's a power that's tied to our talisman that good old Rush has on him. I'll do Mystic Arts again.
Bust some heads.
Keep your HP up. Yeah, you're down a little bit. Hey, Maid Miriam. No worries. Welcome aboard. Alright, we're up to 5 viewers. That's always a good thing. It sounds like the wife and her father are back home from their delicious dinner. I think they're bringing me home like a sub or something. I'm not sure I want to eat. I was pretty sick yesterday to my stomach. Like, I didn't feel good the rest of the night after the stream. I didn't get to bed till I think it was almost like 7 a.m. today. I was just not feeling well. And then I slept all the way through to when I had to go and record with the Colonel. So, I'm feeling a little bit better now. I'm feeling a lot better now, actually. But I'm afraid to eat again because I don't want to feel like that. It's like, dang it. Why, food? Why must you hate me so? It's alright. My stomach hasn't been that bad lately. But I had popcorn when I went and saw the Last Jedi on yesterday, on Saturday.
I feel stronger
Maybe the
than
popcorn
before.
just tore me up inside. I don't know. It wasn't great. My back's good. It took about a week for it to go back to
Let's do this.
basically normal. Like when I'm working now, I still feel like there's little twinges of pain, but I'm like in my normal position. I'm standing straight like I normally can. And I can move around and it doesn't hurt. It's just when I'm standing there for a few hours, it starts to hurt a little bit. But I'm doing exercises and things to keep my core and stomach and everything else a bit stronger.
We shall stop
So
them here.
it should be less likely that my back goes out again.
Steady there.
Like, I should have always been doing this since I learned it back when I was like 25, so like almost a decade ago. When I went to physical therapy, they gave me these specific exercises to do to strengthen my core and help, stretch my back out and keep it the way it's supposed to be. And I went for almost 10 years without really having any severe back issues. But in the last 10 years, there's been 4 times, I want to say, that I had kind of bad back problems. And 2 of those have been in the last 6 months. So, yeah, it's time to start doing those again.
It's just a wisp of a thing.
Finally.
And I
a
should just
decent
always do them.
fight.
They only take a few minutes each day, so there's no point in not doing them. I mean, I can lay down on the ground or on the floor or whatever for,
Check
5 minutes and do them and just be done with it and know that there's a pretty good chance I'm not going to injure myself or hurt myself. Also, I want to point out that I never, me personally, do something that hurts my back. It's never I picked something up wrong or I did.
Son of a...
It's never like,
need
oh,
the
I carried
other
too
one.
much weight.
The
I picked
other
up something
one.
I shouldn't have picked up or whatever. It's always something really stupid. Like, I slept weird one night when the dog was pushing me at like a bad angle. And I woke up and my back was shot. Like, it's literally something stupid like that. Or, oh, I bent over, picked up a piece of paper, and when I stood up, my back is gone. I could bend over, pick up like 80 pounds worth of stuff, throw it over my shoulder, and walk with it, I'll be fine. But I do something very stupid, like that shouldn't matter or hurt me in any way. That's how I get hurt. And it's really dumb, and I don't understand it. And I've literally done that before. I've literally picked up a sheet of paper off the ground, and it hurt my back. To where I was like crippled for like 3 days. It's just so dumb. Maybe it's I'm not expecting any weight, so I don't tighten the muscles I'm supposed to tighten. And then when I stand up, something's not right, and that's the only guess I can have. But when I'm picking up something heavy, I do everything correctly, and I don't hurt myself. Maybe. I don't know. That's the only thing that makes sense in my head. Sour milk is... Oh, God, no. Yeah, but if I taste something bad that I can't handle, I will vomit everywhere. Yes. I will puke. Alright, we're about to break in. Oh, look, it's us. It's our happy little family. Mom, Dad, Rush, Arena. Look, there we are. We're inside of ourselves. No!
Rush?
Yep, that would be us. Dad?
It's good to see you, son.
Dad, Arena's been...
Yes, I know. You're the Marquis of Athlum.
You're not talking about spoiled milk. You're talking about sour. Yeah, I can't. There's no way. Okay. He's picking up a weird box inside the Tesseract. No! We do have Loki on our team after all. Oh, look at him. He's using his ring to unlock the box, or the power of the box, or something. I don't know.
What's that?
This is what Arena's kidnappers are after.
Of course it is.
This tablet can put remnants into a deep slumber.
That's bad,
It
maybe.
was developed by your mother.
Where is she anyway?
She's out there, luring them away from this.
What?
Don't worry. With this, getting Arena back should be a snap.
Oh,
Your mother will be
okay.
back soon. You've done well, Rush. We're going to be fine.
I hope so.
You can get caught up later. Let us return to the embassy.
Thanks, Torgal. Jerk. You know something bad has to happen here, right? And there's a cutscene, so something bad's about to happen here.
Dad, it's okay. You're not alone anymore.
I know. Thanks, kid.
This is way too nonchalant to not have something terrible happen. Is the father gonna explode? Is the world... He stopped. I was like, is the world gonna open up and swallow somebody? This is bad.
Dad?
Okay, when I said explode, I didn't actually mean it.
Stop! Don't touch it!
He's not an it, it's his father.
You cannot escape that easily, John Sykes.
Oh, it's Wagram. Hi, buddy. How's the eye?
What did you do to him?
Hand over the tablet, or he dies.
Can we just kill him?
And come and get it!
Or... You gonna levitate it over to us? Or over to yourself? Didn't you do that before? Oh, he's somehow fire mind controlling his dad. Yeah, no, that's fine. Get him, Emma. Oh, almost. Well, that's not good. Remember when I said terrible things?
Dad! Dad!
Yeah, terrible things. I like the giant fish people. Yamas or something? Something like that. Pegasus, he's gonna walk! Yes!
How's my dad?
Look at him! Look at him! He's only got one ear that's flapping though.
He's not in danger, but it looks like he is in a coma. There's no telling when he'll wake.
I'll bet he was cursed.
We need to track down that mage post-haste. I believe he's the only one who can save Dr. Sykes.
Wagram. If only I knew where Mom was.
That reminds me. Do you remember what Dr. Sykes told us earlier? About Ms. Marina luring away the others?
Also pretty sure she's a Mrs.
What
because
did he
she's
mean
married.
by that?
I'm at a loss.
I think I may have an idea of her whereabouts.
Really? Why?
Really?
It.
A fine time to tell us.
He sounds like Piccolo, by the way. Torgal, a little bit.
I must ask a favor. I wish to seek her out in the company of Rush, and Rush alone.
Cool.
Just the two of you?
Yes, my lord.
Would you care to explain why?
Apparently the answer is a no.
Lord David!
You have been a faithful servant to Athlum for many years. I place my trust in you.
Sweet.
Lord David.
Lord David. Do the
Rush,
thing. No? Okay.
watch over her. She is not as tough as she appears to be.
I disagree.
Gotcha.
She seems to be kind of tough. Just saying. I need a haircut. It's okay. At
Let
some
us return
point,
to
I'll find the
Athlum.
time to do it.
There is much to be done.
Yes, my lord.
There it is. Yes, my lord. Yeah. Vegas, walk for us some more.
Know that your father is in good hands.
I know. Thanks.
I will see you back in Athlum.
Bye. We're about to come to the worst part of the entire game. Well, to the entire part of the game that I played. We're going to end up... Maybe this stream? Maybe we can get there? We end up fighting one of the worst battles in the history of Battlekind. I am not looking forward to it. It is going to be just the worst. Like, literally awful. Before we do that, let's head over here. Who do you have? Employ. Shepherd. Eh. Yeah, we completed some guild tasks. What are we gonna get? A blueprint. And leader extraordinaire. Have a party member with 30+ strength. Yeah. Another blueprint. Oh, whatever. It's money. Hi, can I start over? Probably not. No. No. Probably not. I've started this game over at least 4 times now. Not gonna start it over again. However, all the streams will be uploaded the same night / next day. So this will be the 4th stream that we've done. So it should be relatively easy and somewhat quick to actually catch back up. So you can be ready for tomorrow. But welcome, DV App. Can't say it. DVAP. VAF. Yeah, that. Alright, Emma, talk to me. Are you ready? Of course. Alright, let us leave. Be on your toes. We're going to encounter a lot of monsters. Alright, so this is what makes it really awful. It's literally just Emma and us. I remember this. This was a horrible, horrible thing. We're in the Newmore Mines.
It's been a long time.
It has.
You've been here before?
Maybe. I don't know.
We have an old family tradition. To carry on the Honeywell name, one must journey to find remnants when one reaches adulthood.
Okay.
That's cool.
My father died in the war.
Less cool.
But he dreamed of a new, great Athlumian remnant.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
I decided to search here after I heard the Academy had its eye on this place. I thought perhaps I could find one.
And did ya?
And then I met her.
Momma Sykes.
You mean my mom?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to bore you. We should get out of here.
2008, 2009?
Okay.
It's like 8 or 9 years old. It's pretty old, but I mean, for a game that old, it's actually pretty nice. Like, it looks decent. Our party has been disbanded and Emma has joined. Alright, so this is our new party. Sucks, right? I know. Tell me about it. I have to be at least somewhat cautious not to get myself killed. I can't go pulling like 30,000 monsters now, because we are significantly weaker than we just were a few seconds ago. 790 versus the, what, 1800 plus that we had? It's not great.
Come on, let's kick some ass.
Double dual wielding. Hey, between us we have 4 weapons. We should be good. Ow. Ow.
Sweet.
I have no idea. It does seem like an odd fashion choice. I agree. I think that is our fart deflector. In case we have really bad gas, it goes down and around the sides, as opposed to people can stand directly behind us and not get completely killed with bad gas. I think that's the plan. Hello? Anyone inside here? Yes, no, hello? No? No? Anything inside here at all? No? Okay, well that was a waste of time. Sweet. What's going on? Yeah, I'm not going to be bold. I'm going to be very cowardly this way. It's not so bad going through the area, but I remember the horrible ad nauseum. There's a bunch. A really bad boss fight that we have to do. It's I want to say it's pretty RNG heavy, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just really bad at the game. But I very clearly remember having to face it like multiple times just to defeat it. And when I did that, it really just came down to them not attacking twice in a row. So if I got lucky enough for that not to happen, it was fine. If I didn't, I was less fine. Bah. Think of all the weird fiend dust that we're breathing in every time we're here. Every time we kill something. That's got to do something bad to your lungs. Like, yes, I was victorious. You know, stuff like that. It's just, it's not great.
The winner's the one who strikes first, yeah?
Okay, well, let's see if we strike first. Because if they hit us first, I'm going to feel like you just jinxed us. Nope, it's us. Oh no, we missed. They're going to win, no.
Weakling. Sweet.
Well, he didn't say technically hits first. He said strikes first. Oh, beautiful. You're dead. Good job, Emma. Good job.
Keep it together.
Ooh, Nimble Knee Splitter 2. Yeah.
Sweet.
A captured Queen? I don't know. I'm gonna break it apart. Why not? Beast juices. Yummy. Not really. It's kind of gross. Okay, what is this? Forward ascend, backwards descend. So I actually have to go backwards. Oh, okay, so we are going down. Makes sense. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Okay. Oh, hello, little guy. Think we can kill 2 of these?
Let's do this.
Oh, what is that hideous thing over on the left? Oh my goodness. I would say they're Dagons. Hey, they got the Dagon, or the Dagon. Mystic Arts!
Let's kick some A!
Let's kick some A. We got this. Ow, it just bit us.
Like that?
And where were the Mystic Arts there? Did I shock anybody? I feel like I didn't. Those things actually hurt a lot. I'll play it by ear. Let's see how this goes. That's not good. Hang in there, boys.
We're counting on you.
Magic Missile? Or a Missile. There it is. And Static Shock, which I don't know what that's going to do. Not a lot, actually. See? She's got Restore. Nice. Alright, time to die. An amoeba rawhide. What is that horrible, horrible, horrible thing? It's ugly, whatever it is. Oh, there's a treasure chest behind us. We'll deal with the horrible, ugly thing in a minute. First. Commander's Rapier. Ooh, we're definitely using that right now. Equipment, 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 equipment. Alright, so we'll replace our main hand with the Commander's Rapier. Very nice. It's just better in all ways. Okay. So from 46 up to 50, yeah, that's significantly better. And apparently it's got an increase of attacks against flying insects, I'm assuming. So that's also pretty cool.
Come on out.
Alright, dig my little weird digging monster. Aw, you're terrible.
Okay, later.
You failed me. Do it again. Don't fail me this time, buddy. Alright, you suck. Okay. Apparently I can. See? I got it. It's my offhand and my main hand.
Let's do this.
That was almost bad. Jeez. I'm like, where did that thing go? Oh, he's charging at me at full speed. Maybe I should do something. See? He's got both. It would be weird. And technically you would think that you would want the lighter, thinner sword in your offhand. But, whatevs. Let's do
Come on,
this.
let's kick some A.
Raid locked. Alright.
Check this out. Like that.
Nice. We actually literally both use combat arts.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'll split you. Got another Sylph Core. We don't have the map yet. Alright, so here's the question. Is this an offshoot, or is this the... No, this is an offshoot. I always like to fully explore these places, because there's oftentimes dig sites, or who knows what in the outskirts and the edges. So, as often as I can... Oh, me you. What's up, buddy? Nothing here either.
Let's do this.
Technically,
The
a
one who strikes
rapier
first,
is
yeah?
still an edged blade. I believe it's a epi or epi, I'm not sure how to say it. That's actually just a post or a triangular shaped metal thing. So if you look at the rapier, it's actually just a thin bladed weapon. Somebody mentioned this, and I was like, yeah, you know what? You're 100% right. And I even checked to make sure that he was right and that
let's kick some A.
Because he said it, and I'm like, you know, I think you're right. So I checked.
Check this out, like
Fair enough.
Sweet.
Cool. She learned Devil's Due too, watching me do cool stuff. Yeah. But yes, I know traditionally most people... If you think of the Three Musketeers, I have. I really liked it. I thought it was good. I actually don't know a lot of people who said it wasn't good. So, that's probably good too.
Come on out.
They made it as a sequel, and they didn't try to make it like the first one. So, they did a good job.
Later.
A lot of people were worried, like, oh, you're gonna have a Jumanji without Robin Williams, or it's gonna be like a reinvention of it or whatever. But no, they did well. They did good. I was happy with it. I thought it was quite nice. It was funny.
Come on, let's kick some A. Ha!
I just saw Star Wars yesterday. I saw Jumanji. I even saw, what is it called? The Greatest Showman, which I'm not a massive fan of musicals, but it was actually quite good. All things considered. The premise of musicals still make me laugh, by the way. I'm totally fine. You know, their performances were great. They sang well. But you don't just randomly start singing for no reason. It kills the movie for me a little bit. It just takes me out of it. But it was still a phenomenal one.
Sweet!
But I didn't get to see all the stuff that I've wanted to see. A few things have already left theaters that I haven't got to see. So, there you go. Hello, High Roller. Welcome. Alright, is this the end? Okay, this is another end area. There's not a lot of treasure loot here. I think they've been taking cues from Namco Bandai Namco, with how to unpopulate their world. I'm kidding. This is still not as bad as those.
Let's do this.
Well, I happened to be glancing over when it said that you started
the one who
watching.
First, yeah?
Since you're apparently on my friends list, it gives me a notification the very first second that you do.
Check this out.
Oh, too fast. Get him, Ems. Yes, yes. Do these things even fight us? Like, what are they doing? Oh, whatever. Kill them with combat arts again, I guess. They're like walking trees. It's a bit strange. Oh, I just annihilated them in one shot. Sweet. Oh, I hope our HP's high enough to tank through whatever's coming. What are we at now? Only at 814. Well, I'm going to go bold here, and I'm going to fight both of these. Not recommended, in case there's like 4 of them. This could go very poorly for us.
The one who strikes first,
ha!
Yeah?
Speak of the devil. Sorry, that was probably really loud. I apologize. This will not end well, probably.
Come on, let's kick some A. Nice.
That's about normal. We might be able to survive it. I was hoping the deadlock would be with the 2, not with the 1. Oh, the dodge. Okay. You guys keep dodge blocking. That's not too bad. Oh, good. They gave me to keep the HP up. Oh, thank goodness. Time to write an inspiring quote. Like,
take care of
don't
yourself.
eat yellow snow.
Gotta suck it up and stop these guys. Guys, they're to the sides. Get ready.
No, they're not. Run away. play by ear. Let's see what happens. You failed me.
Not bad.
But we still sliced your stomach out, so I guess that's good. Keep your HP up. Go ahead. Uh-oh. Okay, I might have pushed that a little bit close. Let's finish up with the really good combat arts, shall we? Ooh, double blade dancer.
Weakling. I must grow stronger. I hope it will be of use.
Yeah, restore 3? That's amazing. Okay, how about this one? Sometimes it's better to light a flamethrower than curse the darkness. Okay, that's a weird one. So it bears wisdom too. It does. It does bear wisdom. Of the grizzly variety. So I think that would be pretty grisly to eat yellow snow. Even if you're getting a snow cone, I think it's still questionable and maybe not the best of ideas. Well, I don't think I want to do that yet. Let's go finish exploring before we do that. Ah, where did you come from? That was weird. Random dude just appeared. It's fine. I'm pretty sure in general you probably shouldn't eat a lot of snow. And if you're going to, boil it first. Probably just safer all around.
Let's kick some A. You okay?
You're dead. That would be nasty getting bit by that thing. Ugh.
Nice hit.
Fine.
I must grow stronger.
Hey, you learned Nimble Devil's Due too. Cool. I am all for that. Terminated.
Come on out.
Alright, buddy. Weapon recipe 22. I feel like that was not worth all this effort. But maybe it is. I know when you go to craft certain weapons and things, you do need weapon recipes as well. Like they'll require one recipe 1, one recipe 22. So it's like, okay. Well, I guess we're going down? Yeah. Through the door of doom. Ah, there's something sparkly over there.
Come on out.
Shadow metal.
Okay, later.
Yes. Alright, I'm going to save the last dig in case we need to dig something else up. Oh, goody. Patrolling nasties. Fun. Go. 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 Yes. Look at that fast, speedy one that's running by over there. Alright, let's go see what's over here. Ah, look at that. See? There's probably going to be another one, and I won't have it, and I'm going to be sad.
Okay.
Ring recipe 3, okay. And a map, maybe? Nope, avalanche. You've unlocked a more powerful version of an existing formation. An avalanche is the formation of Cascade, which we don't know, so it doesn't help us. But it will, eventually, maybe, probably. I doubt it. Maybe if the Colonel wants to do Dark Souls 2, I'll help him out on occasion, but we're probably not going to do it as a co-op, like fully co-op thing. Mostly because of how Dark Souls works. Like, you can co-op parts of Dark Souls, but you get oh, I don't have any. No. But I don't. You don't get as much. Basically, you have to like. I'd have to join his world, and once I join his world, once we get to that point, well, I can't do anything here. That sucks. He would go through, fight a boss, and if he defeats the boss, then that's it. But he would get more experience, gold, money, whatever, for doing that, souls, I guess. Whereas I would get much less, and then I would have to go through on my own, and, oh, Hi.
Let's do this.
That was close. I'd have to go through on my own and then do it. So we considered that for a while, but he was still in the middle of Dark Souls 1, so that's when I started my Dark Souls 2 Let's Play. And I will go back to it eventually, but it's one of those...
Let's kick some A.
It's super low-viewed content, and I just haven't been in the mood for Dark Souls.
Not bad.
Which I don't know anybody who's ever really in the mood for it, so... But I've had... I think it's only been 2 deaths, and both of them were due to me falling. So, falling into a hole or off of something. So that's about right. That's what you expect.
Hmm?
Okay, we have landed once more. You would be great people, heartless monsters that let Solaire go mad and then kill... Oh, did he do that too? Yeah, I've looked that up. And that's the most absurd and ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. High roller, by the way. You have to inherently know the guy's there. Then you have to do all this other random crap just to make sure, or blow stuff up through walls or something. It's just, it's so contrived, that game. Ugh. I know it's one of your favorite games, you really like it. There's so much about that game I despise.
Get the upper hand!
Games that punish you and make you play through it multiple times because you can save this guy if you know this thing that you're never going to know unless you look it up or you play it 800 times and you randomly happen to accidentally do something right on accident randomly one time. That's how I said the same thing twice there. It's just that's not my thing. Oops. The giant spider woman. Oh yeah, there you go. That's the other one. You have to be a part of a specific group to do that, which I completely ignored all the groups.
Take care of yourself.
Which is not great. Oh god, I have no idea. Honestly, if I had to guess, I'd say we're maybe a third of the way through the game. Maybe not even that much. It's going to be a very long series. Very, 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 very long. But I like the game. I do a lot. It's pretty difficult, though. I got the Stone of Marshall. I don't know what that means. It's a very difficult game. The kernel makes it extra difficult at times. But again, I do the same thing. I do dumb things. And one of the episodes, I think I shoot somebody on our own team, which is awkward. Yeah, it's gonna be a while, so you'll catch up.
Come on.
There's just so much story and so much just going on, and there's hidden quests and all sorts of stuff.
Nice.
And then there's terrible things that you just walk into and you instantaneously die. Like we met some character that the colonel failed to persuade because he doesn't have persuasion. So then I go and persuade her, and she still killed us.
Together.
The last 2 episodes were actually quite funny. At least I thought so. We found a bridge troll and we tried to fight it. I'll just leave it at that. Over 2 episodes to do it. It was interesting. It'd be really fun to give you conflicting information. He already has conflicting information. As much as we're rarely on the same page if I'm being honest as far as strategy goes, but as much as we both kind of know what we want to do, oftentimes, I don't know if there's like a communication breakdown or what, but what I say and mean isn't what he hears and understands. And likewise, he'll say something that doesn't make sense to me, but it makes sense to him. So there's a little bit of a breakdown there. I don't know if it's just because he speaks fine English, like I understand. He uses some wrong words here and there, but I mean, it could just be that since English isn't his primary language, it could be something as simple as that. But I don't know. There's definitely some disconnect. Also, he says that we would just go about things differently, and I would agree with that. So he thinks he would do something this one particular way or one way, and then he starts making moves to do that, and then I do something different that throws him off, and he's told me countless times that he has a real hard time adapting to things that aren't, part of his plan. Whereas me, I tend to adapt a bit better. Alright guys, you ready for the worst part in the entire game up to this point? And possibly for a very long time in the future? Alright, let's do it. Alright, the power of the remnant seals these doors. Bind the remnant, a key remnant, and releasing the seal of Marshall. Of course, Mom's in there. Let's go save a Mama. Oh, you'll definitely give it a shot. And no, we wouldn't stream Divinity. It'd be too hard to get us at the same time multiple times a week to do it. Oh, look at them. Aren't they just lovely? No, they're the devil. This is literally Lucifer. I hate these two.
What are they?
Yeah, there seems to be some rumblings. I think the red...
Me in the past.
I think the
Seriously?
Red Prince has a...
But not this time!
Has that idea in his head. He's aware of Odasto's movements and plans. Defeat Namul Sin and Niram Sin. Alright, let's do this.
Check this out!
Oh, they're leaving sparks. That might even end us
doing?
immediately.
You okay? I won't let bullies like you get in my way!
Oh good, we get to restore before he attacks.
Pull it
Okay.
together.
We survived the first RNG. This is just bad. This is a bad fight. Like, watch, we'll one-shot it and you guys will be like, what the heck? Wish there was a way to get the morale up higher. Restorative herb, dodge or block. Come on. That's always like that's like the dream. If you can get a dodge or a block off, oh, it's so good.
Check this out!
Because we don't really get a free attack. We always have to make sure we keep our HP up. And if this option is not there, oh boy. And that's the other thing. You don't have a guarantee that that option's always going to be there. So far this has gone according to plan, but if Spark hits first or a follow-up attack hits before we're ready, we just die. Oh, great. Remember what I literally just said? It's not always there. The option's not there now, so now we run the risk of going here, and we're going to get stuck in raid lock. Oh gosh. Alright, let's...
Gotta suck it up and stop these guys!
There goes the rest of our morale. This fight particularly. That doesn't matter. Keep your HP up. Oh, he's moving quicker now too. Now what we might get lucky here, she might restore now that he's attacking before she will. So we'll get no damage on him, but we should be fully healed. Oh gosh, that hurt a lot. We should be fully healed.
Thanks.
So now we get a free attack off here. So we can try turning it around with double attacks. And then hope that we heal off the next one. Oh, that's beautiful too.
What are you doing? Check this out!
Alright, now, if he doesn't hit us with... Oh, come on, it did it again. We're gonna get stuck in raid lock again.
Pull it together. Hang in there.
Okay. Okay. Keep your HP up. Oh. I'm just waiting. Like, him acting first ends us. And this might even end us, too, because, again, we're raid locked. Oh, it hurts so bad. Yeah, I know. The morale bar is fantastic, isn't it? Jeez. Alright, here we go. Oh, we might do it, though. Oh, God, Spark's coming. Oh, please don't just get that. Oh, God. Woo! Oh. Oh, that's bad. Well, I think I don't want to run the... We're already raid locked. It's not going to do anything else worse Maybe this will guarantee that we get the heal. To full, because I think we need the heal to... Oh no, she didn't follow it up with restore. Why? Why would you not do that? Oh god, what is flash arrow? I don't even know what that is. Oh. Oh, good. Odd choice that you wanted to use that as your attack, but okay. Oh no, Spark. Oh, we're gonna have like 50 health left. Nope, it didn't hit that hard. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got this. I hope. And you're dead. You're not dead. Crap. Alright, you're almost dead. Restore herb 4. Yes. Oh, it's not going to help us much. I mean, we're already going to max out health anyway. Don't crit us to death, please. Gosh. Please die. Please. Please. Just don't be alive anymore. Yeah, I was a real underachiever. Alright, so we did it. See, this is the thing that annoys me. So, they come up with this, right? When the first time you get these things that your skill improves or whatever, it's like, oh, it'll allow you to learn new arts or increase the level of an art you already know. I've never learned a new art by this. It's always been one option, and it's always been to level up an art, so I don't understand, but it's fine. Holy crap. I learned Talisman's Gift, Vivification Herb, Restorative Herb 4, and Spark 3. It's good. So that was terrible, by the way. I know you guys are probably like, oh, that didn't seem so bad. But literally, if he acted first in any of those turns, we died.
No way!
I got RNG lucky for once. Oh, she's just ready. She's just like, let's do this.
Thought you would never show. It's been a long time.
She's there. She just unbound the remnant, I guess.
Mom!
Mom! Why did you try to kill your own son? What was that? Why was that okay?
I couldn't save Dad.
Huh?
She doesn't even apologize for it. Like, what is wrong with her? Oh, Rush, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you. I thought we were being attacked. Nope, just like, oh, hey, Rush, how's it going? Like, what?
This is
Yeah, no
just
kidding.
like back then. You coming from nowhere and somehow stopping those monsters and saving my life. I need some fresh air.
Take that cup with you. Like, I don't get that. That was just something that, like, blew my mind the first time I saw it. I was like, what?
Your father.
Ooh.
He won't wake up.
There's some stuttery
Dave
lag
said
going
that
on
only
here.
Wagram has the power to bring him out of it.
She's, like, flickering. What's going on with her?
Me and Arena. We've both got the power to call out to remnants. All of this is happening because of our powers, right?
Probably.
I need to know, what are we? And what does that make you?
Well, you're children, and she's your mother. Sort of, but also a murderer, apparently, of children. Or attempted murderer of children.
The director of the academy took me in when I was a child.
That's possible, but...
To return the favor, I joined the academy and dedicated my life to their research.
I think she had it set as a sentry to attack anyone, so that could be true, too.
You might have heard of Marion Marshall. She was the woman who bound the remnant illusion to herself and wed the God Emperor. The power she held was extraordinary. The power to erase the bindings of remnants and replace them with her own.
Interesting.
Inside me rests that same terrible power.
That doesn't sound like a terrible power.
For I possess Marion's blessing, as does Irina. I didn't know about it until after Irina was born. Oh, if only I'd known. To think such terrible things are happening to her, all because of me.
Mom, you met Dad. I came along, and then with Irina, the four of us became a family. Were you happy with that?
I have never regretted having a family, and I never will. The three of you are what makes up my happiness.
Then there's only one thing we can do. We can get that back and be a family again. They want Marion's blessing for themselves, right? Then they're not gonna hurt Irina. We still got a chance to save her.
Rush. Thank you. I know what I have to do now.
Also, who names their child Rush?
Here. I made it using the tablet. When you find Irina, I want you to give her this for me.
But what are you gonna do, Mom?
What I have to do.
For now, you should just concentrate on finding Irina.
You're gonna do something stupid, aren't you?
Rush. Please, do as I say.
I have no idea what happens after this. Like, I remember
Mom?
the dungeon, I remember the two of us, and I remember that horrible fight. Everything else, don't really remember anything. Hey, Ray Vanyo.
Where has she run off to now?
Good.
Her actions make no sense. Instead of acting on her own, she should have come with us to Athlum and explained everything to Lord David.
I don't get it either, but don't talk bad about my mom. I'm
Sorry.
sure she knows what she's doing.
Fair enough. But you can do the explaining to Lord David.
Well, the Colonel has his own interesting theories about what we should do, and I rarely agree with him. Usually because it involves me getting murdered horribly in many, many ways. I'm going to save 100% because I never want to do that battle again for the rest of my life. And then I'm going to go through this door and see what's on the other side. Yeah, of course. It's a stupid name like Rush. Yappy's hair isn't pink and green dotted mohawk. Oh, the door is sealed shut. Okay, so there's nothing to do. Let's teleport out of this horrible, horrible, wretched place. And I guess we're going back to Athlum. Shall we return to Athlum? Yep. Let us leave for Athlum at once. Oh. Right. They overuse white a lot in this game.
Guard the gates! Yes, sir!
What's happening?
Come on, get a move on!
What's going on?
Lady Emma! Rush!
Hi.
Ugh. Thank the Emperor, you're back safe.
Like there was any doubt.
Things have gotten worse, haven't they?
Yes. The Congress has been slow to grant that Conqueror fellow a remnant, and all the lords are in a flurry over it.
Oh, cool map.
And the Conqueror keeps rattling his saber about taking over countries and seizing their remnants.
Okay.
You'd expect that from the sort of person who would bind the Ark. He's made an enemy out of every lord with a remnant. What's he plotting?
Don't know.
For starters, he's building an army.
So it's come to war.
Seems that
Where's
way.
Dave?
He's meeting with an envoy from Duke Ermayan.
What's Ermayan want?
What doesn't he want?
Our cooperation, apparently.
He's the one who has our sister. Come on. Hello. Look at him. He's walking with that swagger. There's that silly Celipole guy.
You see, the Congress has split into two factions. One sides with the chairman, against the Conqueror. The other supports the Conqueror, fearing the God Emperor's wrath.
Fun times.
Duke Ermayan wishes to ally with us, and end the rift as quickly as possible.
He's asked to speak with me directly in Nagapur.
Guess we're going to Nagapur.
Take advantage of the opportunity, of course.
Good.
Lord David?
Lord David.
In exchange for supporting Duke Ermayan, I'll have him support Athlam's bid for independence.
Torgal.
Think of it. We could finally be free from Salapalais.
Quickly say, go on!
We're hardly in a position to negotiate after what happened with the Academy.
Perhaps not, but it makes little difference. We can barely touch the Gayborg without the Duke of Cubine's blessing. Why must it be so difficult for Athlam to protect herself?
And technically it's not Duke of
Our country
Cubine.
deserves more than this. This is a chance we have to take.
He's Duke Cubine, not Duke of Cubine. He's the Duke of Salapalais. Just saying. Just saying.
It's good to see you back safely. I continue to ask your aid.
Well, look at his eyebrows.
For the glory of Athlam.
Watch, they move every time he talks.
My life is yours.
Oh, he's not going to talk now.
Nagapur shortly. Make haste in your preparations.
Yes,
Yes, my lord. There it is. The Gaybolg, yeah. It is an odd choice for a weapon of mass destruction, I suppose. Oh, look, we're in a lovely little garden, I guess? Maybe?
Is there really going to be a war?
It seems so.
It seems unavoidable at this point. Once war breaks out, the remnants will be played against each other.
I love Pagus and,
and
his
all that will
Ewoks.
remain is
They're great.
scorched earth, littered with corpses and blank remnants that have lost those they were bound to. These are dark days we live in.
Are they?
Forgive me. I had something to ask you.
Look at his tassels.
Did you
They're
finally meet with
waggling
your
too.
mother?
Yeah.
Well?
Dave, promise me something. I'll fight for you, for Athlam. But please, don't get Irina or my mom mixed up in this, okay?
You have my word.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
That's all you had to say?
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
You'd better hurry and get ready then.
Keeping stuff from the Marquis of Athlam. You should be ashamed of yourself. It's fine. They're probably going to get mixed up whether or not he intends to do so or not. And now we can finally get ourselves a third union going here. So the maximum number of unions is 4. We can have up to 12 units, which means we can now feasibly have another union. And we can have up to 30 people in our party. And our party has regrouped, and we're probably going to go check. The union place here. What sorts of things should I be focusing my training on? It's been kind of unclear lately. You are, of course, combat arts, my friend. Fair enough. Next, Rush, I have need of a Manticore Talon. Probably. Thank you. Hey, Rush, you look bored. Let's go find some grand spider horn. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, buddy. Tashlon shell. I have no idea where to find that. You have some free time. Why don't we fight a bit outside of town? Sitting around all day isn't good for you. That was weird. That was a weird... There was no clear directive or goal with that one. I want to go out and kill stuff. Come with me. Oh, you will regret it. Uh-huh. Will I? Will I regret it? The heck do you want? Don't you know who I am? If we don't got business, then you'd better leave me the heck alone. Dude, you're in my party. You're part of my formation. Shut your face. Sorry. I don't like when my subordinates get out of line. Gotta put them back in line. Alright. Ooh, we got Nora. Good. She's expensive, though. But good. And who's Perneth? I don't know, but I want you. And I will get you. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. The gay bog? Oh. Or is it Bogue or something? Is that how I don't know how to say things. Remember, my dumb American tongue can't quite do stuff the way other people can do stuff. So, you have to remember that. Alright. Yeah, I can sell to you. Hey, I want to sell to you. I'd like to sell the Combat Francisca. And the regular non-combat Francisca. Alright, and I'm going to sell all these things. Yes. Yes. Oops. Yes. And I guess yes. So yeah, we got a bunch of money again. And we have all these things that we could probably sell some of. We have 200. Oops. We have 200 of something? What do we have 200 of? Oh, blueprint ones. Oh no, it sells for 200 gold. I'm an idiot sometimes. It's fine. It doesn't tell us how many of which things we have, does it? No. Okay. Alright. Gonna go back there again. Like Boog. 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 Sorry. So it's like the gay. He's firing the gay. I guess that would be kind of funny. Alright, let's go get that other person and see what we can make out of the party we have. Perneth! I don't know who or what you are, but you're joining the group. Welcome. Alright, so what do we have here? Party members, union board, that's what we want. So, whoops, I'm going to change I'm going to keep the formation. I'm just going to pretend like I'm changing Rush. Everybody, I'm going to get rid of Pagus. I think I'm going to bring this dude in. Actually, he's way... Whoa. Nora is really strong. Holy heck. I thought he would actually be a bit more powerful. He seems underwhelming now. But again, we have a 5 group... Yeah, I'm going to take it. That's fine. Alright. Oops. Let's go with Lord David's group here. Wait, how many do we have left? We have 3, so we need a 3rd union. Alright. So, Pagus... I would like, if we can, I want something that increases our mystic abilities, and it doesn't look like we have anything that does that. Alright, let's go here. Oh, Pagus is going to be the leader.
Count on me.
Then we can take Oaks in, or we can go with Veronica. I think I'm going to go with Veronica, and I'm going to go with Nora. That's a much, much, much weaker group, though. I could technically run with 3 groups with 4 people. That would be a bit more balanced. Might do that. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will do that. Oh, wait, hold on. I have an extra... Oh, never mind. I see why. Yeah. We'll keep everything the same, and we'll just drop the last guy that we just added. And go to skip. And then we'll go back here, we'll go to Pagus's deal.
Observe my stats carefully before making a choice.
Okay. And here we'll have Nora. And then we'll have this dude, Perneth. Alright, so we have 3 with 4 each. So we have a 1584, we have a 1931, and we have a 1366. I can live with that. Okay. Given a key for upcoming... No, I haven't, and I reached out to them, and I'm very unhappy and sad. Because I actually heard back from them when I reached out for... Oh, what is it called? Deus Ex Mankind Divided. They said they would put me on the list. I reached out to them for this, assuming and knowing for a fact that this is definitely a less well-known title, and I'd have a better chance of getting my hands on a copy of it, and I didn't hear back from them. So, either they're keeping it under wraps until right on Tuesday, I believe it's releasing, or they're just not gonna send it my way, which sucks. That was the Square Enix game, by the way, that I was looking forward to hopefully getting. So I still hope, but I haven't heard anything from them, and I did this over 5 or 6 days. Actually, it was over 7 days ago. So yeah, it's not looking like it's going to be a good thing for me, which sucks. But it was definitely one that looked really good, and I do want to get it, but we'll see. Anyway, we're about done with the stream. I'll go a little bit longer. I'd like to see how this group comes out. Ah, the Heroic Ramparts. I remember that place being pretty nasty as far as high-level things. I also vaguely remember there being a different place we could go. Heroic Ramparts, the Numor Mine, and wasn't there a... I thought there was a place to the southwest that I had to go. Do I have to talk to... Did I talk to everybody in Athlone? Maybe I missed something in the castle. Let's just see if there's anybody to talk to. The Duke of Nagapur, Wilfrid Ermion, is a youthful and extremely capable ruler. However, he is rumored to be as cruel as he is clever. Is there any hope for these negotiations? If there's any hope for these negotiations to succeed, we will have to be at least fractionally as shrewd as he is. I can't read anymore. It's breaking. It's fine. Also, other bad news. I mentioned this in the last stream. Ease 8, Lacrimosa of Dana is delayed again for PC release. Apparently, there's like a coding issue with the PC release. They were basically creating the game, the code, everything designed on the PS4, but then they were bringing it over from the PS4 and optimizing it for the PC, which is fine because it'll be kind of the same gameplay anyway. I plan to use a controller, everything else should have been fine. However, there's a lot of like memory leaks and frame rate issues that they're running into, and it looks like they're gonna have to like recode a big portion of the game to make it play like good on PC. So it does suck because, of course, they're getting a lot of negative flack and just bad stuff, press and whatnot, for trying to do the simultaneous release and then having to delay it and delay it and delay it. But kudos to them also for doing the, you know, hey, we want to get this right. We want to release a game that's working and not broken instead of releasing something that's a piece of garbage and then we eventually fix it. We want to fix it before we release it so people can actually enjoy the experience. So we're in that sort of weird situation. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping nobody watches any coverage of it, and they all watch me. But it sucked because, you know, now I'm so far behind. Like, it released, I think, at the end of September or something. And now, coming this late into it, everybody's probably already watched it, so I don't know how it's going to go. But either way, I'm a big fan of the Ys series, so I'm going to play it either way. Any concession we attempt to get from Duke Ermion will likely be paid for by Athlone being sent to fight the Conqueror. I wish Lord David success in his negotiations yet. And if Athlone can get its independence, then oh man, it'd be like a dream or something. I sure hope these talks with Duke Ermion go well. Me too. Lord David seems to be getting stronger by the day. I had no idea he thought so deeply on Athlone's independence. He's come quite a long way from the little boy who clung to my skirts after his mother passed. What's up, man? The Dragon Castle of Nagapur is to the northeast of Illusion, past the Heroic Ramparts. Hurry and get ready. I'd like to head to Nagapur as soon as possible. Alright, well, while we're going to do that, I also want to check something, guys and gals, since we're near the end of this. Maybe I'm gone crazy, but I'm going to return to the title screen. It's going to be loud. I apologize. It's always loud on the title screen. Gird your ears. Now, this was the last time I played this. It was a while ago. It was like right before starting this. See, there's a dragon over there, a special dragon. Oh, I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere. Where am I? Do I even have a map? Oh, God. Well, my intent wasn't to just come out in the middle of nowhere and be trapped. Give me a second, guys. I think this is the way back. Oh, darn it. I don't know where I'm at. I wanted to check something on the map. It wasn't that loud. Good. It is louder than the rest of the game. Oh no, I have no idea if I'm heading the right way. Well, we'll keep running. I think this is actually going to be the exit point eventually. I think it curves to the right, and then that's my exit point. Well, it certainly does something over here to the right. It's a very long run for me to check something really quickly. Sorry. Alright. Like, I vaguely remember... I don't care. I'm not playing this anymore. Stop it! Stop it! I don't want to talk anymore. Stop this. Give me the stuff. No, I went back in. No. Oh. Yeah, I would like it to be a little bit quicker. Alright. See, look, there's a southwestern road. How did I get that? Like, we're literally at the same point that I was now. Like, I just finished this exact same thing. So we had the Heroic Ramparts. We have the New Moor Mine. How did I get the southwestern road? Maybe it's a mission in one of the things. Before we break off the thing entirely. So I'm sure there's going to be stuff that I missed, guys and gals. We're going to go and see if we can't do any of the missions in... the missions in the place. We'll see. I will go back to the city and then we'll go to the parish and we'll see if there's... Again, it could be something as simple as going in here and talking to somebody in the bar and seeing. So, I don't know. NPC does it. Yes. Oh, there is some dude over here. Hello. You know, Baltarosa... This is how I got it. You know Baltarosa, right? It's the trade city in the middle of the Great Sand Sea. It's an important hub on the way from the mining city of Royotia? Sure. Pretty much all goods going from Royotia pass through Baltarosa. From there, they go on to Illusion, then all over the continent. After all, by the time they make it all the way here to Athlum, goods from Royotia, or Royotia maybe? I don't know, have a pretty heavy markup. So, we've started talks for making a trade route from Baltarosa straight to Athlum. We even hired a guy to map out the exact route, but the surveyor's given us a little trouble. You know the Johanna, right? Annoying, but no big deal. Well, they are to him. He says they're not going in there without a bodyguard. So if you're looking to pick up a little pocket change... Oh! Sorry. I didn't realize... Yes, I'll help out. Sorry. Alright, head to the Gasland Caves. If you enter and take the first path on your right, you'll see the proposed route to the Great Sand Sea. You just gotta protect the surveyor from the Johanna, okay? So this brings us to... Okay, yes, I did do this. Alright. Yep, that explains it. We should be able to get some of the Gasland ore and stuff that they're looking for as well, which is good. Actually, this is not what I thought it was. Oh. So it's okay. It's literally right over here. Alright, well I don't actually remember doing this, so... who knew? I thought this was going to take us to another place that had a ladder that we climbed up and did... Oh, hi creepy guy. You're a nightmare. In flesh. Thank you for coming, Rush, is it? Now that you're here, we can start the survey. I don't need you to do anything special. I'll make certain this route will take us to the exit, and you make sure we get there in one piece. If we run into any Johanna, I'm no use to anyone, so just tell me what to do, alright? I'll leave myself in your hopefully capable hands. Yeah, I actually didn't do this. I have no idea what this is even going to do. Hey, he's leaving. Dude. Remember that escort thing you were just talking about? At least this guy doesn't have a sprint or a jog. Or run. Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this. It looks like there's trouble up ahead. What should we do? Go on, I got you covered, buddy. That didn't mean I was going to stand here and... Oh my god. Why did you... I meant I was going to run ahead and stop the... Yeah, no, sure, whatever. Oh wait, we have a third group. I forgot about that. This should be a pretty easy battle.
How's that?
Oh, they're a bit stronger than I was going to give them credit for. Not a lot stronger, but a little bit. Get him, Torgal. Blade Dancer. And smash. And dead.
We should strike at their flank.
We should strike at their flank. Look at him. Look at him. He's so cool.
Son of a... I need the other one. The other
Dedication.
one.
Expert Magus. Captured the fighter. Eh. The four-armed guys? I don't know. I don't see a lot of those guys in this game, which is weird. You would expect to see a bit more of them. What?
Come on out.
To harvest a plant? Hmm? Oh, we're looping. You failed me, buddy. You failed me.
Yes.
Alright, amateur technique with the big scoop and the surge adapter.
Okay, later.
Try it again. Hmm? Loop, loop, loop.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, look, we got two. We got a nage leaf. Or a nage leaf. Alright, what now? There's a fork in the path. Which way should we go? I swear there's a Johanna to the right. Let's head right. I know he's there. Like, I want to slaughter his face and kill him because of reasons. Huh. I guess it's on patrol. Well, that's not... No. No. We don't do patrols. We do the kills. He's gone. What happened to him? I've been gypped. I outplayed myself.
Come on out.
Alright,
Yes.
I'll take it. Oh, you leveled up something else. Hey, an apprentice driller.
Okay, later.
See ya. Ooh, shiny bits. Oh, no. Mining ore is tedious, but flower picking? Yeah, well, you know. Wait, I'll take care of it for you. Wait, stop. I got the chills all down my back. There's something up ahead. I know it. What do we do now? Whew, looks like the coast is clear. Well, it's quite the mission to end with, I suppose. It's okay. Yeah, relaxing herb. I'm sure the guy's still behind me somewhere. Probably, maybe. Definitely not. Now what? There are totally Johanna around here, but I'm pretty sure the left leads to a dead end. Where should we go? Let's go left. How is he outrunning you? Look at him. He's hopping. Slowly. Whew, I slipped past him. Good thing we went this way. I'm defeating myself. Wait. Did he just go right back down to where he just was? Hey, we got a cave. Or a map of the cave. We got a cave. Hmm?
All right.
Oh, look at
Awesome.
that. We got another nage leaf.
Okay, later.
We have charmed monsters now. I don't even know what that means. Hey, Hoppy, what are you doing, buddy? What's going on? Kind of chilling? Doing your own thing? Why can't we harvest any minerals? Why are we harvesting plants? What is wrong with you people?
Later.
Yep, we're about done with this anyway. Once we get out to the other side, we'll go. Let's wait and see. Let's take them on. Let's take them on. Alright, good night, friend. It's be another couple minutes. Aw, what a wimp. Once it saw us, or specifically you, it ran with its tail between its legs. There you go. We're about done. Alright, what's this? Hey, iron ore.
Later.
We have one dig left. Well, I'm not going to waste it on stuff on the walls. How big is this place? Oh, we're almost there. Almost to the end of it. The exit should be just ahead, but instead of feeling better, I've got a horrible feeling that something super creepy is lurking just around the next corner. Go on, I'll take care of it. They weren't wrong. That might be... that's less than it looked like. Okay, it's not that bad. So that might be a bit much. Mystic Arts, let's do it.
Let's kick some A. Check this out. Like that.
He almost instantaneously annihilated you. Oh, you healed. No. Well, you're dead. Alright. Good job, Emma. Lord David. Blocked her. And Torgal with the 4 wins. I have commendable butt armor.
We should strike at their flank.
Well, yeah, they oops. Yeah, they do. Well done, Spark Boy. Apparently they're actually very weak against mystic attacks. It's good to know. Oh, look at him! Look at him dodging and blocking like a boss. Don't worry, Pagus has got this.
Very nice.
Good job, Veronica, I think.
Sweet! I must grow stronger.
Uh-huh. If you'll allow me to take this.
At last.
Hey! Yeah, take them, guys. Alright, we're almost to the end. We got through the Jahana Bama Wama Mama thing. It was good. It was great. Everybody rejoiced. Hey, we got the moot point. Someone's gonna ask for that, I'd have to assume. Thank you, thanks a lot. We were right. This path did come all the way through to the Great Sand Sea. There you go. Oh. Well, that looks depressing. I'll go straight to Baltarosa from here. You've really helped me, or helped this time. The survey was a success. Here, for you. Sweet. Great Sand Sea is an integral part of the world's commerce. Across the desert, and even you can find some great new things. Later. I still didn't get the thing that I was trying to figure out before we ended the episode, so I'll probably end up looking up what I didn't do, or what we can do is take a tour in the next episode of the different towns, check all of the different pubs or inns, and see if there's anything in there. Oh, they just, like, spat me out in the middle of the desert, really? They couldn't, like, they brought me to the caves, but then they just left me here. That's kind of strange. Whatever. Okay. We found a new city. Alright, well I'm going to go back to Athlone, and that's going to be where we break off the stream, guys and gals. So hopefully you enjoyed. It was pretty decent. We got a lot accomplished. I got through the horrible, horrible boss fight thing that I absolutely despise and hated passionately in one shot. It was scary, but we did it. And yeah, that's going to do it. I'll see you guys tomorrow with more. So basically 2 hours and 20 minutes before now is when the stream is going to start. So if you guys show up, you'll see it from the beginning. This episode will go up, or this stream will go up on YouTube tonight at some point. Sometime in the next 12 hours is roughly what I'm trying for. And yeah, that's that. Anyway, folks, goodbye.